Alright, so last night we got some world tournament announcements, yes, and this is going to be a pretty exciting world tournament. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because of this guy right here. World Tournament Super Saiyan Gohan. Now this is the probably one of the most anticipated World Tournament character. Extreme Z Awakening's coming, and we'll explain why in a bit, but I think this batch of free-to-play characters in particular have tons of potential. These could be some of the best free-to-play characters in the game. I mean, last World Tournament, I should bring this up, but the last World Tournament we did get the, I wonder, Dokkan Wiki does not have this Vegeta, just like a fully out, I guess, whatever, but, the most, like, well, the last World Tournament we got, again, like I said, a really, really good free-to-play character on GP. This is not out on Global yet, but this Super Saiyan Gohan, when there's a full Super Saiyan movie heroes rotation, he has 70% chance to dodge. He's giving support here. He's stacking attack and defense. He has stun chance. He's doing a lot. I mean, to be honest, this guy's actually probably really good for the Cell Max fight as well. Like this is a great free-to-play character, dude. They made him absolutely insane, and he had nothing. So they went crazy with Gohan, and you know, they kind of like Gohan quite a bit. I feel like the Dokkan devs. So this guy could be insane. We also got confirmation of a few other EZAs, right? LR, Yamcha, and Puar are getting an Extreme Z Awakening. So this is the next EZA LR. The last EZA LR that we got before this was Tien and Chaozu. Tien and Chaozu was pretty decent. Then after this, I think it's Demon King Piccolo. So again, you know, Demon King Piccolo could be a really interesting EZA LR himself. They are again talking about the EZAs here. So we have a Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Android Cell Saga, which again, another reason why I think this guy is interesting is because of the fact that we just got a new Vegeta. So maybe this guy could be interesting on that team. Mr. Buu, right? You know, he's probably the least interesting out of the group, but again, this is a different named character, Mr. Buu. I don't think we really have another Mr. Buu. Like I don't think we ever got a summonable Mr. Buu, right? This is the Majin Buu from after basically the split with Kid Buu, right? After he splits with Kid Buu, they call this guy Mr. Buu in the game. So we're also getting the Awakening for Shen. So we're going to talk about these characters, what they could look like post EZA and everything like that. So I think for now, we'll start off with Yamcha, right? So Yamcha here, his teams, Dragon Ball Seekers, join forces, DB Saga with rivals, Earthling, Spawn of Friendship, and Earthbred Fighters. I would not particularly say any of these teams, except for Earthbred Fighters, aren't in a good spot right now. I mean, DB Saga was good, I think, up until 9th anniversary, really. And then I think 9th anniversaries were really DB Saga kind of took a really hard hit. Path Pirate Goku was really eating off of all these int bosses that existed, but now it's actually the opposite, where there's a lot of STR bosses and the power creep jumped up. So this guy, even though he was able to do pretty decently well in all the difficult content, especially because they ended up as an in-type character, this Path Pirate Goku could struggle now. So I think this team, I could honestly see like Golden Week being a Demon King Piccolo or Tien versus Kid Goku, right? Honestly, think this Kid Goku, like this version of Kid Goku, does need an LR himself. I think this is an LR worthy moment. So we'll see. I mean, it could be like Tien and Demon King Piccolo as a dual Dokkan festival even. And then like we get an LR Kid Goku for part 2. Or again, it could be Kid Goku versus Tien and then LR Demon King Piccolo. Or Kid Goku versus Demon King Piccolo then LR Tien, right? You know, I think we can get a lot of those. Did I say LR10 versus Demon King Piccolo? Well, there'd be TURs because it's Golden Week, right? But I think my thought for Golden Week is this. So maybe this Yamcha could be an interesting Golden Week option. He's very basic. He gets stunned when there's a Pepe Kills enemy. Again, if we take a look at LR10 and Chaozu, they did add quite a bit to their kit whilst keeping the essence of what their kit is. Again, they got these extra stats depending on the key you're at. They added like crit chance, and then I think they get an additional super attack somewhere. Yeah, right here, launches additional super attack when they're at 18 keys. So with this Yamcha, he does want to perform an ultra super attack, ideally to get all his stats. He lowers defense here, so maybe if they somehow like add attack lower here or something like that, that could be interesting. Again, this guy's a physical character, so ideally he gets some sort of like defensive tech ability. I think at this point, characters need these defense tech abilities really bad. And the good thing is that they make these guys get percentage buffs when they're EZA'd. So again, like Tien and Chaozu, again, they had 1000, but they turned to 100%. So again, maybe this could be like I mean, what if they do something where it's like Hoodie gets just a flat 200% on super, and then another 100% when it's doing an ultra super, and then that's all on super attack. That could be kind of crazy. But starter turn buffs would be ideal. So maybe it could be like key 3 100% start of turn, 100% on super, then maybe an extra 50 or 70% ultra super attack is what I could see. This is probably gonna stay, but again, there's not like Pepe Gal's enemies that we really have to worry about. You know what would be cool maybe if they make this guy like a stacker. What if he has like defense stacking? Maybe it's like he has a damage reduction. Maybe he gives support. I think that could be really interesting as well. I mean, I could see them being like, oh, when he's at 24 key, it's guaranteed crit or something, like, you know, because it's like the Wolfang Fist is a strong attack right there. Something like that could be really interesting, I guess, right? I think his major issue is links, though. Links, I mean, to be fair, like Infighter, Incredible Venture Guidance, the Dragon Balls, like these are pretty common links on the Dragon Ball Saga team. So I guess it's not the worst thing, but I think this guy, when he EZAs, he just won't really have a place, is I think the biggest thing right now. So designing him in mind of making of a future Dragon Ball Saga team, I think could be interesting. So this guy is like, I think he can go a lot of different ways compared to, I think, the other characters. They can really go any way with this guy. So that'll be very interesting, especially because I think he's 2018. Next, we're going to talk about this Gohan right here. But yeah, this guy's 2020, this guy's 2019, and this guy's 2019. So again, like, this guy is by far the oldest character of them by a whole year. So obviously there's a lot less, like, there's a lot more to work with him as well, because his design is a lot more bare bones compared to those T-War Awakenings. But next, let's talk about the Super Saiyan Gohan team. This is the one that people are the most excited for. It's going to be very interesting to see what they could do here. The biggest thing about this character, he has this 58% damage reduction, which is crazy. I mean, this guy was actually really good for a very long time. Pure Awakening, I don't think he had the reduction. He was only a support character, which even when this guy originally came out with 2017, yeah, 2017, this guy was good, right? As a support character like that, providing the 2 key and 25% attacking defense was very nice. But now this guy got the reduction right there. So this is already a really good starting point. And we know with like characters that have a damage reduction, they usually end up being pretty good EZAs. Like damage reduction characters, especially 58% is a pretty hard number to like kind of push around. Now, being fair, this is again going to be a free-to-play character still, but I wonder, let me check one thing. Did anyone post the stats of these characters? All right, honestly, taking a look here, I mean, World Tournament Gohan, he has 10.7k defense, dude. That's, and then 15.7k HP. I mean, it's not bad. Like, oh, I guess 15.7k HP is something crazy, right? But it's not like the worst HP set for free unit. But like 10.7k defense is pretty good, actually. Like, that's not bad at all. I would say I like that quite a bit, and I don't care about his attack side. This guy's a support character, right? So what would I do for his EZA? I think I would give him, well, just honestly, 158% attacking defense. I think is a minimum, because again, his stats will be nice, but he doesn't have a lot of defense here. 158% attacking defense minimum. I think starter turn is what this guy needs. Then I could see them give him 58% attack and defense when receiving an attack. I think could be really good. They could also be like, haha, we're gonna be funny, make this guy build up stats when he receives attacks, which will make him age technically worse, I think, because having to receive hits to build up defense, it's really stupid unless it's like Fusion Zamasu or this new Vegeta, where it's like when you receive the attack, you get all the stats at once. I think that's fine, because that's just when you're receiving the attack. So it's before the attack even hits, not after, right? Like building up passives or characters who specifically say, oh, after you take those attacks, then you get those stats, right? Stuff like that is awful, in my personal opinion. I mean, this could honestly, I mean, they could keep this as it is and then be like, oh, but then when there's a full like superclass rotation, or when there's a full superclass like team, he gets the extra 1 key and 10%, just like that EGO Super Saiyan Gohan we brought up earlier. But what I ideally want to see is this change to all types instead of just superclass, and they can keep this the same. That's fine. The reason why I want it to change to all types is because the Super Saiyans team is now going to be led by this character. I mean, you could run a variant where this guy is a leader, but honestly, like this Vegeta is straight up better than the Super Saiyan trio, I would say, right? You would much rather run this Vegeta as a leader. So especially because you could add like Blue Evolution Vegeta to the team and things like that, right? But this guy's extreme class, right? He's extreme tech. He's not super tech. We have Broly, another extreme class Super Saiyan character, right? So it's like, because we have these extreme class Saiyans, I mean, whenever Tech Broly EZAs, this the S tier Broly's not on here. Actually, that's interesting. I guess the legendary Super Saiyan Broly's aren't on the Super Saiyan team, which I guess makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't, because like Super Trunks is there, but whatever. Those are on Power Beyond Super Saiyan anyways, but making this all types I think is going to be quite important, I think, for the team. It won't be the worst steal ever if he doesn't, but like, you know, the team you're going to run this character on right now is Super Saiyans, right? You know, because like Hybrids doesn't really have a leader right now. Majin Buu Saga doesn't have a leader. Goku's family doesn't really have a good leader. Siblings Bond has the androids. You're not really going to run him there. I mean, I guess you could throw this guy on like a androids tournament of power team, like as a floater character maybe. Bond and Parent Child doesn't really have a good leader. Earthbred Fighters, like I said earlier, Earthbred Fighters is fine, but it's like 23 World Tournament Goku, you might not really run as a leader anymore, you know, honestly. Like Vegeta Trunks, you're not going to be running them as a leader. We need a new Bond and Parent Child lead. So it's like this guy's team is Super Saiyans, and he's might not even support the leader, or one of the best options in Age of Broly. So I think all types is going to be really, really good for this. And besides that, I mean, that's just the bread and butter. Give him, like, honestly, just make it greatly raise attack and defense for the turn. Worst case scenario, just raise defense for one turn is fine, or just greatly raise defense for the turn. Medium chance of stun could stay the same, but I mean, again, I think that this guy will be good. I have hope for this character to be good based on what they did with the other Gohan. And, you know, he has a nice link set as well. No prepared for battle, but again, he's providing the key support. I have hope for this guy. I think he will be good. So, fingers crossed on this Super Saiyan Gohan. Maybe it could be a thing where it's like all types get this buff, and then Super Class get an extra key and 10% stats, which would also be fine with me, because I just want some of his support to be all types. I think that's the most important thing to come out of this guy, besides him just having like just good defensive stats. But even with what I said, where it gets the 150% and the 58% defense when receiving the attack and the defense race, like that probably is not even enough to eat a lot of super attacks. So I don't know. Not that I'm expecting them to make this guy absolutely insane, but if they want to make him like the best eight, like a crazy character, they would be like, this character also guards in slot 3 on top of the reduction, on top of those stats that I said. And if he has that, then he's good, right? Because it's like, there's no way this guy's defense stat is going to be high enough, I think, to be able to eat these supers. Like, that's just not possible. But if they give him like some guard plus 58% reduction in the third slot, then he has like 158%, then 58% attack and defense when receiving the attack, then he's supporting. You're going to run this guy in slot 3. And then he's actually just really good, and I think that's fair at the same time. Like, if he's just like a super strong defensive character that's supporting, because he's gonna do like a 4 million attack stat, bro. You know, I think they usually balance them out in that kind of way, and that's the kind of unit we want these free-to-play characters to be. So that's really awesome. Again, next we have the Super Saiyan Vegeta, which I think, again, he has potential as well. I mean, he has greatly raised attack and defense here. Starter turn stats. Add defense to this, make him like guard for the first few turns or something, and that could be cool. Maybe it's a thing where it's like he guards if there's like an Android Cell Saga or Vegeta's family ally on rotation or something like that, and then it's like with that he could be quite interesting there. And then again, make this defense build up as well. Give him like key starter turn, like key 2 start of turn. Maybe make it so that he has a chance to do an additional super attack, like a additional that has a high chance to be super attack or something. Maybe they could do something like what they did with this STR Goku. I kind of liked what they did with this STR Goku here. There's a lot of people in the Super Saiyan links here. Like the STR Goku here wasn't really specifically great, but I liked how they made his passive. I think it was interesting where you had the key spheres when there's 2 Super Saiyans or superheroes, right? Then he has like the crit here. Maybe they give this guy like a high chance to crit even. that could be interesting. I think like a orb changer could be really cool for the Super Saiyan team as well, like a rainbow orb changer. Though I guess we have the Gogeta, so it doesn't really necessarily need to do that. But I don't know. I mean, again, I'm saying like guard and stuff like that. These characters, like, it's a different era, and I'm sure they do understand that. Like, they did pretty good power. I would say it's a soft reset of the game, not a hard reset like the 7th anniversary, but like a soft reset of like how a lot of the characters in the game operate. And it's like you need this defensive tech to like live. And if they want to make this guy good with the new Vegeta, I think that could be pretty cool. So we'll see. I think, again, this Vegeta will share a lot of links, right? I think, what, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Rural Lineage, and Prepared for Battle. He should share 5 links, right? I think the new Vegeta, when he's transformed into Super Saiyan, does he not have Saiyan Warrior Race? Let me see here. He does, right? So, like, they share a lot of links, and this could be a really nice free-to-play character for, like, an option for him. Stats not looking as good. Like 9,000 defense is low, like, you know, compared to like almost 11,000. Like 9,000 is I mean, again, the attack stat is higher, but it's like, you know, right. Now we have Mr. Boo here. Again, Mr. Boo's an orb changer. He changes, he creates double rainbow orbs, which is kind of interesting, right? So I think that could be cool. And he's on a lot of these teams that could use help. He's on transformation boost, so, oh, you know, this guy actually can be really helpful on transformation boost, right? Doesn't have, not a great link set, but like, you know, adding a rainbow orb changer to Broly's team, dude. Like another, like, is he super class? He is super class, huh? I guess the only thing, he's super class. But adding like another rainbow orb changer to this Broly team could be helpful for super bosses, right? For like, you know, think of Rose, right? You know, for example, as a character that you could add to that team. Artificial life forms. Maybe he'll be good for like the artificial life forms Beast Gohan mission. That could be interesting. But again, a lot of these teams just also need new leaders. He's on tournament participants. Is really funny. A lot of these teams do just need new leaders though. But he has a place where it could be used, which I do like as well. Double rainbow orb changers. Again, really interesting. I think he's still the only character that does that. Greatly raised defense, great lower attack. Why not? Change that. Maybe he can get, you know, he could have like a Broly kind of passive. What if he has like dodge, and then he gets like 10% more dodge up to like what if he has 50% dodge? Then with each rainbow key sphere, he gets another like 6% chance to dodge or something. And then he gets like over a 70% chance to dodge if you get a lot of rainbow key spheres. And then you get some extra stats. And then he has a utility there. I think that could be cool. And then he lowers attack. I would like that quite a bit. That'd be pretty sick, honestly. And he does recover HP. So they would never make this percentage, but like they can make this like pretty interesting where you can recover a decent amount of HP. I think he could be a good, like when this guy came out, he was actually kind of good. So I think he could be a good EZA as well. Again, like I was saying, these characters all do like kind of interesting things. This guy's the least like interesting one, I guess. And well, technically this guy, but again, he will work with all this Vegeta. So I think all these characters could be pretty nice, except for Shen. Really, I don't know what Shen's gonna do. I mean, he has the dodge, so I think this does. I don't know if this stacks together because it's the first attacker in the turn, and not first slot. I think how it's translated is like the first. It is like literally the first attacker. I wonder, can I find Shen? This guy Shen, like, can I sort? Like, hold up, like, dang, how do I? This sucks. When did Shen come out? This guy came out in June of 2022, which, to be fair, I mean, him getting an awakening already is kind of cool. June. Hello? Shouldn't it be over here? Where is that Shen, dude? Hello? Wait, 2022, not 2023. Oh, that's right. It's been a while. Silly me. Dude, it's going to take a little bit to kind of go all the way back to June here. And because I want to find the actual JP... June, this is July. There, this guy is. I want to find the JP text specifically. Let's see, what does it say? When you're number 1, so it is slot 1. Oh, okay, so okay, no, so he does just have the 50% dodge chance in slot 1, which is good. That's good. Okay, so they can make the 70%, and if you dodge, he should get defense here. Yeah, Yeah, at least 70%, bro, for having to put him in slot 1. This guy could be good if he's like a 70% slot 1 dodge character. Could be interesting. He has to get defense here, like 100%. Make this defense too. And that can be multiplicative defense. That could be really good. So, I guess Shen could be interesting. I mean, again, not really great linking wise. He's also not on DB Saga, right? But he's an Earthbred fighter. So, we will see how this turns out. But that is all the World Tournament units. You should get their information in tomorrow's data download. Funny enough, they're doing a data download a few hours before the World Tournament, rather than the day before. Or data download will usually be today, which is why I made that Super Vegeta video yesterday. But we can start with that Infinite Dragon Ball History. It says PDT, but the data download is on the 22nd Japan time, which would be the 21st. It's the same day data download rather than the day before. So it's weird, but data download is tomorrow. We'll see what happens, but let me know what you guys are excited for. I think most people are going to be excited for this guy. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time.